Hi guys. Hi. Hi. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? I bet that some of you are looking forward to get that drink on a Friday. Friday, day to drink, have sex. Oh. Oh my God. Yeah, that's true. Anyways, I changed my name. Now I would like everybody to call me Zilda da Conceição. I had the CPN. CPN, for some of you that don't um, get it, means psychiatric nurse, community psychiatric nurse. After 3 months, actually 4 months, she hasn't seen me since the 5th of September. I called her because I needed some help from her, and she wasn't in. So I left a message, and she got back to me today. She called me back today, and she said, "Oh, she's the one who basically determined whether I should go into hospital or not." You know, that's what she thinks anyway. So she said, "Oh, did you change your name?" I said, "Yes, I'm in the process of changing my name legally, but I would like now to be called Mrs. Conceição." And she was like, "Okay, perhaps she sees that as a sign of the bipolar, you know, but I don't care. I have carried the name Da Silva for too long now. Now I am embrace my mother's mid name, therefore my grandmother. So I am in the process of changing it legally. I'm going to get in touch with my sisters and see if they can go there for me and change legally. So everything's legal, because by law, the law of this physical realm, which I don't give a shit. But anyways, guys, I think most of you creators, YouTube creators, got an email, or maybe it was just me. I got an email from YouTube, saying that they have creators and watchers, people that watch YouTube have to be careful because now they are tackling behaviors that discriminate against sexual, gender, color, religion. Basically, I felt the email was for me, okay? Because YouTube, I don't know, but I thought, well, it's a message to me. And the YouTube is right. I'm not saying that because I'm scared. Please, if YouTube shoot my channel, please, I will be able to talk somehow. But YouTube is right. I apologize to call people homosexual, blah, 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 this and that, and blah, blah, blah. I apologize. You're right, YouTube. You open my eyes. Do you know why, YouTube? Because I was become one of you. Racist, sexist, homophobist, you name, I was become. I can't let hate come into my heart. Okay, that's not me. I was not made of hate. So therefore, YouTube is right. Thank YouTube. From now on, I will use other expressions because I know how to conduct myself. So YouTube, thank you. I guess God spoke through you because God loves we all. God created the LGB, people. God created the blue people, the red people, the purple people, the yellow people, the pink people, the white people, and the negroids. God created all. Of course, not all are children of God because some of you lost your ways. But the YouTube is right. We should respect it, everybody. If we are to gain respect. YouTube, thank you very much. You're right. I was becoming like you guys, racist, discriminative, homophobist. You're right, YouTube. From now on, I will watch what I say, and I'm going to use other methodology to express myself. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you very much. You're right. We have to respect our brothers and sisters because we are all in this experience, in this physical reality, to experience 3D and to expand our consciousness. So YouTube, thank you. You're right. You have got to tell people when they go too far. Okay, like myself, it's just because I'm blood. I'm blood. Blunt. But I will be able to gente, I will be able to express myself in a more positive way, YouTube. Thank you very much. You're right. You have to protect people, But YouTube, I think in your email you said sex preferences. Did you say sex preferences in your email, YouTube? I correct YouTube because I correct you, YouTube. You shouldn't say sex preferences because that means that someone can prefer a young child than an adult, a woman or man, So put the contest in the right proportion, YouTube, because preferences I can prefer to have sex with a donkey rather than a man, So let's go to put things in the right perspective, Let's go call them what they are, which is the LGB community, né? LGB community, let me see. I am so, guys, I never had a smartphone until 2014. That's how late I am in smartphones. And I never Google until 2016. I didn't even know what fucking Google was. I am not joking, guys. Okay, Google, what LGB stands for? Okay, Google, what LGB stands for? Oh, LGBT. All right, it stands for lesbian, gays, bisexual, and transgender. All right, you see, I just found out now, guys, that stands for lesbians, gay, bisexual, and transgender. Oh my God, the word is lost, isn't it? But by the way, no. I do not hate gays. I do not hate lesbians. Okay, and the transgender, and what else? Bisexual. My best friend in high school was a lesbian, although I didn't know she was a lesbian, okay? But I found out much after when we became friends. Of course, as a straight woman, I was outraged, but the friendship was even better. But I told her to keep her eyes away from me. And now, one of my good friends at college is homosexual. He's very young, but he's a loving being, very beautiful person. I do love him with my heart. So YouTube, you're right. I shouldn't be discriminating against this community, because it's not their fault anyway. I don't think anybody is born, transgender, bisexual, lesbian, or gay. You're right, YouTube. Those things are formed by the society, family, and God knows what. But now I don't see it as a condition, as a disease, okay? It's just the way they have been formed in their family and in their community. Some of them haven't had a father or a mother figure, figure like, you know what I mean, figure, so like little boys, they really need a father figure, just like little girls need a mother figure. It's essential, guys. It's the balance. Mommy, daddy, babies. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. Mommy, daddy, babies. But the system has been systematically designed to separate families. So children, young boys, very beautiful young boys, are born without dads, the presence of a male, strong male figure. Young girls have been brought up without the presence of a mother figure, and then there is the pressure, there is the television, there is the society, community. So, I'm not discriminating, but I don't think it's a condition, okay? And I don't think children are born say, oh, I'm going to be a homosexual. I'm going to be a bisexual. I don't think that's my belief. YouTube, please respect my belief, okay? But you're right, YouTube. Um, I've got no rights to discriminate, to call these people names. So you're right. Whatever the Roma, like in terms of sexual tendency, is not my right to judge. I am just the messenger. I am a servant of the Most High. I did say we are not servant of the Most High, but when I say servant, we are here to deliver her message. Okay, so she loves the LGBT community just as much as she loves the straight community. So YouTube, thank you very much. You're right. And from now on, I will behave myself, not because I'm scared of you. You close my channel down, just because you put into my eyes, a vision that respect should be given independent of people's tendencies. But I do not respect children rapists, okay? Which there are plenty. This community, no. No. When I say children, I say from 0 to 18 years old, okay? I do not respect this behavior, okay, YouTube? Which you call pedophilia, pedophiles, okay, pedophiles. No, this community for me will burn in hell, okay? This is a crime, okay? Anybody who engage in sexual intercourse with a child from the age of 0 to 18, for me, no. Okay? No. It's a no. Okay? It's a no, YouTube. Right? But the other tendencies, the other, sexual preferences, as long as it's two people the same age or slightly older, I'm saying 2 maybe maximum years old, perhaps there is a communication going on, as long they are older, we always like protect our children, people, protect our children. Children from young age shouldn't go out with adults, you know what I mean? I did, my first boyfriend, I think he was 20 and I was only 16. But I remember this was the time of the dinosaurs, But now we have to protect our children, okay? Watch your young girls. They shouldn't go out with men much older than them, like I did, okay? These men doesn't want nothing. They just want their bodies, and, the youth. They're going to use them and they're going to discard them. I know. I have been there, okay? So men like that, they are predators. We have got plenty of men out there marrying women as young as 20, 30 years old. That's a tendency for pedophiles. I'm sorry. I think, okay, YouTube, but hey, okay. So my partner is 1 year, 1 year older than me, and we get on just fine. We grow up in the same type of um, um, culture, no culture, God, what is it? Time length in the 70s, 80s, 90s, at 2000s. So we have got loads to talk about. Of course, different culture, but we get on very well. I would note I got involved with somebody 20, 20 years older than me. By the way, I was smoking too much cannabis and I was drinking a lot, so I was out of my mind, and I was like, wow, no, no, it's not natural. You guys, old guys, going to look for the women as the same age as you, okay? Leave the young girls, the young women alone. Guys, I think something beat me. It's really itchy. I think I have to do the house again. So, yeah, YouTube, you're right, okay? Nobody has got rights to be discriminative towards the other person, okay? It's just YouTube, I suffered so much discrimination, racism, abuse, harassment, that sometimes I threw in other people, and I have got no rights to do that. It's my own experience. Nobody's guilty of that. So YouTube, thank you. You're right. Preserve the people that watch the channels, all channels in YouTube, and the people that make the videos. You're right, YouTube. You're right. You're right. YouTube, I think something beat me. So guys, that's the message today. It took so long for me to deliver this message. The message, the thing. But let's go into the message. Right, guys, I was on Google, and apparently the oldest civilization in the world was Iraq, which they call in history Mesopotamia, And then I thought, no wonder why they invade Iraq, didn't they? Because they have tried to invade Iraq in the past, but they couldn't. So they went there, okay, to store not just the treasures in terms of physical things such as oil, gold, and things like that, but they went there also to store the history, the museums, our history. They are trying to rub off our history, our roots. They wanted to exterminate what we know about ourselves, guys. That's right. They went to Iraq. That's right. That a soap opera, with the 9/11 bullshit that everybody knows now was an inside job. This job has been planned for a long, 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 long time. Okay, they don't plan nothing just like in seconds. Those things are written, planned, discussed by them, and then they strategically make a move. Okay, the aim that the plans is to destroy our history, guys. Okay, that's because, guys, without a history, you are nothing. You are nothing. Without your roots, where you come from, where you belong, you don't know where you're going. You don't know your directions. You are lost in this dimension. In this physical reality. Third dimension. So that's what they are aiming for. They are aiming to destroy our ancestors, our history from our forefathers, our elves, God, she, her, in order to abolish from our minds, our roots, our roots, our tree, that's right. They aim. They invaded Iran, Syria. Before that was Lebanon, Lebanon. They are evil beings. YouTube. Hopefully, you don't get upset about that. The wicked, wicked. I'm gonna call them wicked. The wicked are horrible people. Horrible, horrible, horrible. They don't want you to know about your history, where you came. You see, guys, because if you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you are going. You have got no originality, no base. Every time when you gotta build a house, you have to start from the base, don't you? You have to construct, to settle the base first. And the base has to be a strong one, the foundation, in order for the house to be, sustainable, in order for the house to sustain itself for a long time, despite of the weather, whether it's rain, windy, whatever, you have to start from the base. But if somebody takes away your base, your roots, you are lost, because you don't know your history, you won't know your future, your present is just a random one. You gotta be here in this physical reality, wondering what to do, what's the purpose, So, my God, I think there is a very terrible, a flea for Satan here. Jesus Christ, God. So, tomorrow I'm going to sterilize this bedroom. So, that's why the aim, was to destroy, and get hold of some of the documents that was in Iraq, because the wicked, they have all your history in their archives. Who is the wicked? I'm going to call them the wicked now. They have your history, they have where you come from, what you should be doing right now, and where you should be going in the archives, okay? In the archives of the beast, okay? So that's right, some of you are lost, some of you are diagnosed with conditions, mental disorders, or cancer, something like that, because you are sick, because you don't know your history, you haven't got a clue what to do now, and that you don't know where you are going, because you have got no foundation. You like a house that the wind comes and that blows everything off. Okay? And according to Google, by the way, I'm not sure if Google is 100% accurate, but the oldest civilization that they believe it is the Aboriginal in Australia. Apparently, they are 75 million, 75,000 years ago, but they destroy most of the Aboriginal 50,000 years ago. They put in Google that they got extinct. Nobody gets extinct. You kill them. You murder them. You murder the animals. You murder the natives of the land. You murder everything wicked. You're wicked. You don't belong to God. God doesn't want you anymore. God gave you loads of chance to return from your wicked ways, but you don't listen. Guys, I think a flea bit me. The thing is, my cat has got no flea, so anyways, so you continue to do wicked things, don't you? That's right. Your aim is to go to that area to destroy. You have already destroyed in the past. You have already destroyed in the past Egypt. You took all the papyrus, the documentation, the history of us, to your archives, where the beast, guards it like a fortress. Nobody is allowed to read none of the documents. It shows to me that you have got loads to hide from us. That's right. No, they have to have permission, specialized permission to go there to do some research, because in that archives of yours, there is the history of human race, the true history. And then you wrote the Bible, with a little bit, just a little bit of truth, just to give us a little bit taste, and then you gave to us as the word of God. Wicked, God is going to burn your asses. And I will be sitting in the front row just to make sure that you get burned properly. Yeah. You see, guys, history is told by he story. So I met this girl once on a bus, and I got to talk to her. And she said to me, "Oh, I'm doing history." I was like, I used to be fascinated about the history, but now I don't, because the history is distorted. You don't really know the truth, and the little truth that they want to put out is distorted as well. So no, I don't believe in history, and we know for a fact that the wicked control the books, printers. When you go to print a book, the wicked, they have to what do you call? They have to approve it, whether if it's gonna be, good or bad in their own mind to the population. That's right. Gente, as pulgas, eu acho que as pulgas estão me matando aqui. Jesus Cristo do céu. So, the wicked, they do that. You know what I mean? The wicked, wicked. They do that. They control the printers. They control the bookshops. They control everything. So it's very rare that someone is going to really tell the truth as it is, because the wicked have a system of control, all over the world. So if you write a book which is gonna be controversial, they believe they will stop the book. There is a singer that she made a song, it goes like this: life is a mystery, everyone must stand alone. I hear you call my name, and it feels like home. Anyway, at the time of the launch of this music, the wicked was trying this video to go public, because this singer represents God as black, and the wicked had the image of the beast. You guys, look, guys, you read the New Testament and you go, oh no, because God is going to punish the image of the beast. Guys, you have been worshiping the image of the beast for so long now. When you put your television on, right, you are worshiping the image of the beast. Please, guys, stop being so soft, okay? You worship the image of the beast every time when you watch a Hollywood movie, okay? Have you realized in your Hollywood movies, the good boys is always a certain race, color, and the creed? So this is the image of the beast. Okay, that's your book talks so much about. Okay, I had the image of the beast in my house back in Brazil. Now I comprehend my dad why he didn't like that photo very much. But my mom, my dad loved my mom so much, so he used to let her get on with it. But we had the image of we had two or three. I think it was two images of the beast like that, there was the door from the kitchen, from the living room to the kitchen, and this area here was the image of the beast. So you have been, that's the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is when you go into the church on a Sundays. That's the mark of the beast. That's the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is to worship the Son of God, which is the mark of the beast, on a Sundays. Okay? You shouldn't be worshiping anybody apart from her, him, themselves. The supreme elves, the supreme beings. Okay? Apart from that, we are all messengers. Okay? I call myself God, the goddess Zilda, because I am her child. You can as well. But I am God with a small g. She's the supreme being. If she wants to give me a heart attack now and kill me in front of you, she will. He will. Okay? I am nothing in compared to her. If I have strength, if I have anything that I have, it's because of her. It's because of him. It's because of the L. So, and like I said in my other video yesterday, only 144,000 are going to be worthy of her grace. The rest of you are going to be judged. It says in your book that many are going to be called, but a few are going to be chosen. It says in your book. It says in the parable of the party, the festivity, the party. The king invites the nobles. The king invites loads of people, good people that the king thought was his friends, and they all turn the king down, right? So the king was like, what? They don't want to come to my party? So the king said, go and invite all the people in the street, the plebeians, and the servants go, and then the king closed the door, the gate, and then the people that they have invited before, trying to get in, the king was like, no, no, that's gonna be you. That's gonna be you, people. Only a few are gonna be selected. Only a few, no many, And today, I listened to this phrase. I have listened to this phrase before. I don't know where he got this phrase. His name is Ralph Smart. He says, when I tell you I'm a spiritual being, I am into spirituality. He says something like that. He put it really well. He said spiritual religion is for people that are afraid of going to hell. Spirituality are for people that have already been to hell. I have been to hell, people, many times. I have been locked up many times. There's nothing worse spend a night in a police cell. I have been locked up section, for the condition that the psychiatrist diagnosed me with, many times. I think it was 13 times. Let's have a look. 2006, 2007, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2014, 2015, 2016. 8 times I have been sectioned. 8 times I have been in a mental institution. That's hell. They watch everything you do. They write everything you say, and they make even things up. They said the last time I went to a mental institution, I was pregnant with my baby. And they drug you. Doesn't matter if you are pregnant or not. They drug you, okay? And they said that I said that my baby was a parasite. I never said that. They still use it against me in a paper now that I'm going through with this process with my young baby. I never said that my baby was a parasite. I love children. Love, I wouldn't say that, but they said that I said. Okay? You see, what they have done was, what is good, they call evil. What is evil, they call good. What is sin, they call insane. Okay? What is insane, they call sin. What is white, they call black. What is black, they call white. They twist everything around to suit them. That's right, the psychopathics are ruining the show. The crazy fuckers are ruining the show because they have twisted every single thing. Okay, they have fucked every single thing. Okay. Oh yes, I heard you. You said that. So why God doesn't do anything about it? God, I have already established that. I'm gonna say again because it feels like I'm talking to a little children. Okay. Just give me a few seconds. Okay, I had some of you say, oh Zilda, why God doesn't do something? God gave us free will, okay? Free will, right? Okay, God is like a mom. She takes you to the playground and she lets you play. And she watches you and she even plays with you. You see, when my little children, was small, and my other one as well, Ismael, when I take them to the playground, when I take them to the playground, I jump in with them. Okay, I go in every toy I can put my ass in. By the way, I'm so lucky because my ass is very small, cute. So I jump in with them. Okay, I go in whatever toy they are playing with, I do it with them. Okay, that's God. Okay, if my children say, no mommy, go away, don't let me play, don't play with me, I will step down, step back. Okay, but if I see they're having fun because they see their mom enjoying and they're having fun with them, I will do it. Like when Ismael was with me last year, I used to take him to the playground here all the time. Okay? And we had so much fun. I used to go in slide with him. Of course, I was too big for the small swing, swing. Anyway, the swing, yeah, because he was a toddler swing, so I couldn't go there with him, and I have to push him, like this, whatever, But a seesaw that he was at the other side, although I didn't leave him in the seesaw because he was only 2.5, actually two, 2.5, yeah, 2.5, and sorry, I got a little bit thinking about Ismail. I'm sorry. Anyway, so that's God, okay? He will not interfere unless you ask him to do so. But you asking Jesus. Jesus was a messenger. He was a servant, okay? He is not God. Like Buddha is not God. Okay? Certain religions believe that Jesus is coming back. Look, I am not sure about that, but if he does, it's good. It's good because the world is in chaos. Chaos. The world is in a chaotic situation. So it will be good for us to have divine intervention. Okay, but let's assume that Jesus won't come back. What you gonna do, you fuckers? You say that Jesus died for your sins. No, Jesus did not die for your sin, and otherwise you wouldn't be suffering with famine, fights, war, and the destruction of the animals, and the seas are rotting at this day and age. No, motherfuckers, Jesus did not die for your sins. Stop this nonsense. This gives you the chance of keeping doing bad, and bad, because you put the responsibility of your own actions to this divine entity which you call Jesus. Yeshua did not die for your sins. You murder him. Because some religions believe that he was a murderer. Actually, he was taken to heaven, like Elijah, like Enoch, and who else was taken to heaven? Like other prophets that was taken to heaven. So no, people, please don't make me swear. So for you guys that answer why don't you do something? Why you and the plus, if you want God to do something, start within yourselves. Okay? God gave you free will. Okay? So when you're going to get rid of your garbage, let's say your garbage, okay? You are getting rid of your garbage, You have some things in your environment that is good for nothing. Nothing. You have got some torn clothing. You have got some ripped heart, some rotten shoes, whatever you have. Do you know what you do with it? You burn it. Burn. You buy a incinerator, and you have a bonfire in your garden. Make sure it's a safe place, okay? And by the way, the children are gonna love it, And you collect all the stuff. Choose a particular day for you to burn the stuff, and then you burn your old handbags, your old shoes, your old tops, even jewelry. Anything that you can think of, burn. What you're gonna do is forget about the smoke. Okay, make sure it's at night time, right? So you don't disturb the neighbors with the washing the line. They smoke, Mama God will take care of it. Instead of throwing in the garbage, what the countries are doing are, they get your rubbish, from some countries. Since YouTube said for me to be careful, I'm going to be very careful. So, they get your rubbish from some countries and they take to another countries and they dispose your rubbish there. Okay, but there is now an argument between countries now about this rubbish business. So what they do is they take to the sea. That's right, some seas are covered in rubbish. The animals are dying. So what do? You burn the fucker. Let's say this top in here. I like this top. Okay? It's a cheap top. Wasn't very expensive. I don't wear it very often, but let's say the next time I'm going to wear it, there's a rip in somewhere. I avoid wearing rip clothes. So what I'm going to do with it, I'm going to put in a carrier bag to give to charity. Really? You don't want to wear a rip top, but you want somebody else to wear your rip top. How thick are you? No. What I do is I select a bag, put the rip top, the rotten shoes, the shoes that I cannot wear anymore, and then I keep collecting them, and then a specific time in the month or in the year, I will burn the fuck up. I make a fire, and then I burn it, and I have fun. I get some wine. If my children are with me, I get the children, we talk in front of the fire, we have fun, and we burn things for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Don't worry about the smoke. Mother God, she's in charge of the atmosphere of the earth. She's in charge of the air. It's better than you get all these rotten things, throw it in your garbage, and then your country, there's no such a thing as country, they go and they dispose in the sea or they dispose in the oceans or in other countries. Nobody's responsible for your garbage, you assholes. You burn the shit. Let's say in 2 years' time, I don't want this picture for some reason. For some reason, I don't like it. Or for some reason, it breaks. This picture breaks. Instead of throwing in the garbage, which is going to end up in some sea, in some country, or in some rubbish in some country, because I know they are doing that. I've got spies everywhere. What I do is I will put in my burning bag, and in a specific time I will burn the picture. It's not good for nothing. Listen, fire is more destructive than water. There's two destructive forces, two destructive elements in the universe: fire and water. Fire is quick. What you get from fire, you get just ashes. You burn it, you burn it. Of course, glasses you can recycle, but if you want to even burn plastic. No, all the plastics that you can recycle don't have to burn, of course, but let's say if it's some material that, is good for nothing, and it's going to take 50 years for the earth to get rid of it, if they bury it. You burn the fuck up. In half an hour, there's only ashes left. Let's go to save the planet. God is not going to interfere in anybody's affair. Okay? But gets to a point, if Yeshua really comes back, who is going to pay for your actions? Remember, according to your books, he has already died for your sins once, and the ones you're going to commit, which is a lie, of course, nobody died for anybody's sins. It's stupid, okay? But let's say he's coming back, he's going to ask you, what did you do? Now you have to answer for your deeds. So what are you going to say? You're going to say, oh God, there was this white top. There was a rip, a massive rip. I didn't want to repair it. So I just put in a charity bag and I gave to the poor. God said, really? So you didn't want to wear a rip top, but nevertheless you still gave to your brother because you think he can wear a rip top that you didn't want? Really? Oh no, but no, I put in the rubbish. All right, so it ended up in some sharks or whale bellies in the sea? Oh no, it went to another country. Please, you have got no explanation. Jesus is going to burn your asses. That's right. In your books, in your movies, and in your, whatever you watch, when there is a conflict, a war or something, they burn the city, don't they? They burn everything, don't they? There was the great fire of London. There was the great fire of Roma, the time of Nero, which he blamed the Christians. So you burn your garbage, garbage, proper garbage, so you burn it, don't have, do anything to save nature, do anything to save nature, She's your mama, she's your dada, nature. You see, I'm not going to sit here and say, stop eating meat. Stop doing that, do that, because I eat meat. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. Stop smoking. I smoke. Stop drinking wine. I have a glass of wine on again. So who am I to criticize you? But there are a balance in everything, isn't it? Balance. So for every tree that you cut, planted 2 trees. One for the one you die, and the one because you are good, you love nature. God gave us the free will. In Portuguese, we call vontade própria. Vontade própria. Própria. So it means that we are responsible for us, first, and therefore for others that are less fortunate than we are. Yeah, we are. Some of you are responsible for your own children, aren't you? Some of you are responsible for your pets, what we call pets. Some of you are responsible for something, for your jobs, for your careers, for your money, for your house. Some of you have, pardon me. Some of you have some type of responsibility. Some of you are responsible for your studies. Stop putting your responsibilities in others, in entities, in this and that. God is the God of forgiveness. Every single day when you get up and then you wake up and then you open your eyes, your heart is beating and then you are breathing, that's another opportunity that God gives to you to do the whole thing in a different way. Different than you. Some people say, oh, every day is the same. No. No, every day is the same. Unless you are fake. Because some of you are fake. No, every day is the same. Okay? No, every day is the same. Stop this nonsense. If you are living every day as the same, it's because you don't have no imagination. Imagination. I know the wicked, as in the wicked are in charge. Yes, I know that. Satan with his angels, but Satan can't do nothing unless you allow him to do so. So when I'm having a cigarette, I know the doctors say it's this, is that, but the drug the doctor prescribed to me to take is worse than the cigarette. Okay? So I would rather having this cigarette than taking the drugs that eventually, is going to destroy my biologic machine. At least with this. Anyway, but this is so I know the wicked are in charge. Well, they think they are, because now I'm awake. So it's going to be hard for them to get in charge again. But for you wicked, love to you from the goddess Zilda da Conceição. But they can't, do the job they are doing without your consent. We all can do a little bit for our world at this time right now. You see, I was one of the first ones in YouTube that said my channel wasn't for children. I said that, last year when I started making videos. Actually, I started making videos in 2016, I think. I delayed some of my videos, you know that. But YouTube came and said, look, now we have got this policy that you have to make sure that you see, it only takes one person to stir the shit, to stir the bees. The bee nest, So you do your part. You do your part. I do my part. He does his part. And that we're all going to be okay. Don't be scared of Satan. He's already doomed for condemnation. Okay, according to your books. He's already doomed for destruction. So concentrate in what you can do for yourselves and then, therefore, for others. And then the world is going to be a beautiful place. Okay? But if you must wait for the return of Christ, apparently he's not going to be very friendly. And apparently he's going to tell some of you that I didn't even know you. Who are you? So, and only a select is going to be chose. Some of you are going to perish. Perish, what the religion people call perish. Vanish. You're not going to experience life no longer. Your spirit is going to be destroyed. Your souls are going to be cast to some obesity, some ditch. So you better start now, don't you? You still have got a chance to do something, to change something small, Add an apple, a banana to your diet if you like to eat so much crap, Add green tea, chamomile tea if you cannot sleep during the night, Just add small things, Love, love, love. But choose who you gotta give your love, because love is energy. And there's some people not worthy of your love. Trust me. For me to sit in here and say, let's go to love everybody. No, you can love everybody, in terms of, but you don't have to accept the nonsense. we have got loads of work to do together. Okay, I am challenge you to do a change every single day. You know, for you guys that says your days are just like any other days. No, you know, change something. You know, if you're always going to work, do the same thing, blah blah blah, and then come home do the same thing, maybe you could come home and do something different. You know, don't put the telly on. You know, play games with your children. You know, talk a little bit more to your husbands, your wives. You know, call your mom. You know, tell her that you love her so much and thank you her for the things that she did for you. You know, and even if you have to tell her that you forgive her for the things that she didn't do, you know, say to her, you know, clean the air. You know, be the change in this world. This world needs people like you. Okay, remember, only a few are going to be select. You know, anyway, the message has been delivered. You know, and with great love for some of you, you know, I leave this message to you for you to reflect. You know, I know my videos are long, but I don't work with people has got a spa deficiency. You know, I work with people that can actually watch a video for a long time and just get it. You know, messages can be delivered for only some minutes. You know, so let's go to do the change that this world is needed. Let's go to take care of the children, especially the children, because there are plenty of rapists out there. You know, raping young children. You know. So these people, they have got no chance of salvation. No chance. I know that. This is already known. So, you know. And let's go to look at look after the animals. You know, like I said, I eat meat. You know, but not a lot. You know, I really restrict my meat intake. You know, and I eat loads of vegetables and rice. Yeah, I eat rice. I like rice and fruits. I love fruits. You know, and I drink in moderation. I rate out drugs from my experience because I don't need them anymore. This is coffee I was drinking. So increase the quantity of water that you drink. Okay, if you're afraid of drinking water from the tap, pray in the water. Pray in everything that you drink, you eat. Pray. You know, pray. Put the hands and say something. You know, something positive. You know, and this is not going to harm you. Okay, verbally. Remember, words are entity. Okay, words are life. The universe was created with word. God said, let be light. Okay? If she wanted, she'll just think about it, but she verbalized it. So it feels to me that verbalize something is really real. Okay? So, and the wicked is real. Okay? But they should be very scared, you know, because the time is tick, tick, tick. They haven't got very much left. That's why they are very scared now. They are throwing everything at you. You know, they are running like crazy people, you know. And let's go and accept people that are not like us, you know. And let's go to send love to them, you know. If you can, when you are in prayer or meditation, you know, send love to these people. Pray. If you are in prayer, pray for these people, you know. And I wouldn't sit in here and say love your enemy. No. Okay? Your enemy is your enemy. You know? If you love him and then you turn your back to him, he probably gonna shoot you in the back, because that's the kind of people, that's the kind of people they are. Okay? So that was added in the scripture for you to be silly, you know, and going out of there and peace and the love, peace and the love. Nah. Okay? Be careful with your enemies. They wouldn't think twice before destroy you. Trust me, I know. I'm dealing with them every single day. But they don't know they are dealing with a goddess, the goddess. Okay? Pray to them. Pray for God to put a protection, a field of a fire around your environment, your ancestors garden your house. Okay, some of you have got good ancestors, some of you have badasses ancestors. You can call them the badasses one, so just tell them not to come into your house, but they won't harm you because you are their family anyways. They harm the bad spirits. So anyway, guys, let's go to make the world a better place. And if Yeshua comes back, you have a chance to talk to him, instead of him say, "Side, get away from me, I don't even know you," he will say, "Welcome, my baby, my child." Let's go to make sure that we're going to be the select ones, because let's face, apparently life in heaven, in paradise, is exciting, so, but before you concentrate too much life after this life, concentrate this here right now, nah? Because apparently with the new philosophies, the power is in the now, nah? In the present. Only God, only she knows the future. Apparently even Satan doesn't know the future. That's how thick he is. Satan can't create nothing. He just he's a copycat, yeah, he's a copycat. So let's go to have fun. When you go to the playground, play with your children. If you can fit in the swings, swing, play with your children. Love them unconditionally. That's the only people I would say for you to love, unconditionally, are your children. Your children. And that's include adopted children as well, okay? If you adopt a child, it's because you probably have love to give to a no blood related child. So love them unconditionally. But if you're adopting a child to do evil, like some people adopting children to do evil to them, you have got no chance in paradise. And with that, your goddess Zilda da Conceição is leaving you with Namaste.